Hello everyone, thank you for joining in for today's topic. The topic for today is impact of attention. So, in this video, we will be talking about how our attention shapes our reality and what does what role does this attention play in our lives. So, since childhood, we have been told that you have to pay attention to this, you have to pay attention to that. Till adulthood, we are being told, okay, you have to pay attention to your health, you have to pay attention to your work. But we hear what we are saying about this attention, but we barely pause and we think what this attention really means. So, to put it very simply, there is a hidden principle of energy behind it. Okay? So, this entire world is ruled or is governed by the energy. Before going into the actual intricacies of attention, we will first discuss about energy and how energy rules this world. Now, to grow anything in life, we need energy to do so. Okay. Now, this energy is consumed by every single activity that is going on inside this world. Now, whatever that is that you want to achieve, or whatever that you want to manifest in life, it requires energy. It initially starts off as a small seed. Okay, if you have a small seed, what will you naturally do? You will place the seed in the right conditions. You will give what it requires to nurture that seed, so that one day, after a period of time and under right conditions, the seed sprouts and that seed becomes a tree. Same goes for our wishes, same goes for our goals. So initially, the seed starts off as a single thought. Okay? For example, you want to have a house. Okay, this is a simple thought that okay, I want to buy a house. Now that house starts as a small thought of house. Now you kind of feed that thought, or you kind of feed that goal with energy. Okay, you constantly think about it. You add more details to what kind of house you want. Will it be like 3000 square feet, 800 square feet? Okay, what kind of flooring will be there in the house, or how big I want the house to be, and how much money that is going to take. So you kind of add contents to that seed of the thought, or to the seed of your wish that you are trying to cultivate. Okay, so it starts off as a small single seed that of whatever that is you are trying to manifest. Now, the more energy you feed into it, the more time you spend with that particular idea, the more energy you are providing it. The more energy you provide it, the thought or the idea becomes more and more bigger, and after a period of time, the thought becomes a tree, or the seed becomes a tree, and the thought becomes reality. Now, the journey from which the seed becomes a tree and the thought becomes a reality, it is all determined by one single thing, which is called as your attention. Okay, now energy is everywhere. Everywhere there is energy. Now, if you did a science experiment when you were a small child back in 5th or 6th standard, you were taught how to burn paper using a magnifying glass, right? So what do? You put a magnifying glass, you take a magnifying glass, you put a sheet of paper or small bits of paper, and you hold the magnifying glass at a certain angle under the sun. And what does the magnifying glass do? It kind of focuses all the sunlight into a point, and you keep the magnifying glass steady. And after some time, what happens? Smoke starts to rise from the paper and the paper starts to burn. The point being, our attention is like that magnifying glass. The energy being like that of the sunlight, which is everywhere, which is all pervasive. It doesn't burn usually, but if you simply put a magnifying glass, it starts to burn. Now, if you use the magnifying glass of your attention to anything that you want to grow, you can make it grow really, really fast. So the role of attention is to simply direct the energy to what you want. Now, it is like a beam of laser. Okay, it is like a beam of laser. Now, where you put energy or where you put your attention to, it starts to grow. Okay. Now, lot of times we miss this common point that wherever we put our attention to, that thing starts to grow. Now, if you sit in the day and like 3 to 5 times in a day, you sit and you think about what is going on in my life, what kind of problems I have, or you think about a person that this person is a pain in the neck. You think about that person 5 times, 10 times, 15 times, 20 times in a day. You tell that to other people that that person is a pain in the neck, and you keep repeating that after many times, and you must have observed that after some time the person being a little pain in the neck starts becoming a bigger pain in the neck. Okay, that is all a game of your attention. You started putting attention to the part that he is a pain in the neck. So what you start giving is, you start giving more attention to the fact or to the tendencies within the person which make you feel like that person is a pain in the neck. So you are kind of making it grow more and more and more and more, and one fine day your problem is bigger. It will cause you some real serious problems that will be difficult to come out of. Okay, that is one. Second, the reverse is also true. The principle of this common technique that is followed by a lot of influencers on Instagram, influencers who are connected with mental health and all of that. The principle of gratitude. They make you write down stuff that you feel grateful about. You start it off as an activity which you do maybe 5 minutes a day, but every day you start doing it. So every day for the next 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you give your focused attention like a magnifying glass to all the things that you're grateful about. For example, if your body can move, you're healthy, you practice gratitude for that. What you're trying to do is you're trying to look at things around you and within you which you are grateful about. Okay, so you're putting attention to the quality of gratitude. You're putting attention to the quality that brings out the good things in life. As a result, what happens is you start to see things which are good, and as this quality grows within your system, you find it easier to notice what good things are around you, what are the good things in other people, what are the good things in society, and what are the good things that are going on in your life. So by developing this quality, primarily your quality of life, your quality how you experience things starts to get better. Okay, so this is the principle behind gratitude, and this is the principle we are talking about, the quality or the ability or the impact that is produced just by focusing your attention. Now, one of the aspects that is important while making use of your attention to achieve your goals, achieve your wishes is you have to give your attention for a certain period of time. Okay, for example, if you have a small cup of water, if you want to boil it, you can't just put it under the flame for 2 to 5 seconds. That doesn't cut it. In order to make the water boil, you have to let it sit in the flame for at least half a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, depending on the quantity. So just like that, depending on the magnitude of what you want to achieve, you have to increase the amount of attention that you have. So that is why a lot of times when children are studying, or you are working on an important project, you are supposed to cut out the distractions. Basically, you are trying to cut out the leaks in your energy by cutting the amount of attention you give to different objects or different topics or different areas of life. Now, what we will try to do is, we will try to, okay, let's continue. Here's a small exercise that you can do on a regular basis to increase the chances of things that you want in your life. Okay, this activity can be done right after you are done with your spiritual practice, or whatever pujas or whatever form of spiritual discipline you follow. Okay, after doing any form of spirituality in your life, or any spiritual activity that involves you to pray to God and receive their blessings, you will be having some extra energy. So by using the principle of attention, you can direct this extra energy into whatever that is that you want to grow. Okay, so here's the technique. Now you sit back, you relax, keep your tongue gently connected to the palate, and raise your hands like this. Okay, now you close your eyes and you simply visualize the activity or the goal that you want to manifest. For example, if you want a peaceful life, or if you want peace in your home, just simply visualize your family sitting together. You can visualize that your family is sitting in the living area or at the dining table. They're all laughing, they're all smiling, they're speaking to each other with lots of love. They are helping each other, serving each other. They're enjoying time with each other. They're really happy. You can feel the joy that you are getting just by seeing them happy and peaceful, just by seeing them together. There's so much peace, there's so much happiness. Just direct that excess energy that you have to this particular wish. Continue doing this for the next 2 to 3 minutes. If you have more details in mind that you want to manifest, just keep adding these details. Just keep adding that. Just keep adding these details. Keep blessing. Once you're done, you can put your hands down and you can move on with your life. That's all you have to do. Okay? That's how simple it is. Just by realizing certain principles, you can change the quality of life that you have. It's that simple. Okay? So thank you everyone for watching this. We will see you in the next video.